Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. This week I have an email from a woman who says, I've been dating a guy for a year, and on my birthday recently, I didn't hear from him at all. No call, not even a text. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. When it got to around 6:45 p.m., I couldn't handle it anymore and sent him a text saying, It feels like you've forgotten that's my birthday today. Well, that's not the kind of text I would have sent because it comes across as negative and accusatory. So you always want to make it seem like you're giving the person the benefit of the doubt. Even if you don't trust them or believe them, you want to make it seem like you do. It just makes you come across as a more positive person. So you would have said, so, what are we doing for my birthday tonight? So you're assuming that you actually are doing something and that he hasn't forgotten it. But that's just a minor thing. Okay. He texted and called immediately. Good. I'm glad he called back immediately, with what I think was a lame excuse to defend himself. He stated he was having dinner. That is lame. It's your birthday and he's having dinner without you? And then planned to visit me by surprise. But he lives 3.5 hours away, so if he left after dinner, he wouldn't be at my place till after 11 p.m. at night. Exactly. Exactly. He probably felt bad for missing it, or to play devil's advocate, he was up to something and couldn't come. But if it's the first one and he actually did forget it, the fact that he lied is not a good sign because it shows that he's unwilling to take responsibility for his actions, and it shows that he's a beta male, and beta males tend to lie when they're going to get in trouble, as opposed to an alpha male. They accept responsibility and go, oh, you're right. Oh my, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll make it up to you. That's what an alpha male does. But I don't know enough about him to actually really know if he's always beta. But lying is definitely one of the signs that a guy is a beta male. Continuing on. I don't believe that was his plan at all, right? Even so, it's not appropriate turning up. My birthday would have been finished by then, obviously. Exactly. You don't turn up at 11 o'clock at night on someone's birthday. Even though we've had further discussion, I really feel let down and question my importance in his life. Yes, that's what happens when someone forgets your birthday. You wonder, wow, if you can't even remember one day out of the year, then how important am I really to you? But the problem is, with a lot of guys, they don't take birthdays as seriously as a lot of women, and it's not really important to them. And so they don't make a big deal out of their birthday, and they don't necessarily think it's a big deal for women, but guys listening, it is. Birthdays are generally a big deal for women. But it's also possible that he just totally forgot which day it was. If your birthday was, let's say, on the 10th, he could have thought it was the 9th, because you may know which day of the week it is, but you don't always know which date on the calendar it is, right? A lot of times you have to look and go, oh, what date is this? Oh, okay, this is the 9th. Oh, this is the 10th. So he may have thought it was the next day. But, I mean, if that's what happened, he could have said that, but he didn't. But, okay. So she concludes, should I quit the whole relationship? Is this a red flag or just soldier on due to other qualities that I value? Yes, that is a very good question and very insightful, because I don't think it's something to break up over, because it's something that's going to happen to everyone in one form or another. Either you're going to forget someone's birthday or they're going to forget yours. Someone I know, she was married and her husband forgot her birthday, and she was not happy, and she didn't speak to him all day. I can't recall someone forgetting my birthday, but I do remember one time I was dating someone and they showed up late to pick me up. And by late, I mean like 9 o'clock, where we were supposed to get together earlier, so we didn't get to dinner till late, and blah, 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 blah. I was not very happy. So, guys, make a note of your partner's birthday and make sure you do have something planned. So, in terms of breaking up, no. If this is really the only major issue that's going on. However, you do need to speak to him. You said you had further discussion. I don't know what you said. But you need to tell him how you feel without accusing him of anything or scolding. Because when you scold the guy, he feels like a child and he's not going to listen and he's actually going to be upset, even though you're right to be upset, obviously, that he forgot your birthday. So you have to say something like, I was very hurt when you forgot my birthday. It feels like you don't care. It feels like I'm not important. And then stop and don't say anything. You want to get their reaction because women tend to talk too much and you oversell the fact that you're upset. So just a few short, concise statements, and then just like in sales, there's such a thing as overselling when you kill the deal. So you just state your main points, short and sweet, and then you shut up. And there may be a long pause. And also do this in person, not on the phone. And then at that point, he should say, well, how can I make it up to you? But if he doesn't, then you need to say to him, how will you make it up to me? So he needs to make it up to you. And so if you're the one who actually forgot someone's birthday, you need to say that. How can I make it up to you? What would you like to do? And if they say, I don't know, you think of something, then make it extra special. Whatever you would normally have done, you need to do it twice as much. So spend twice as much money. Really amp it up to really show that you're sorry and that you really want to make it up to them because they are important to you, because otherwise they're going to wonder. Because, as I said, this isn't cause to break up, but you string a few of incidences like this along, and at a certain point someone's like, well, he forgot my birthday, and then he did this, and then he did that, and why should I stay with him? So whenever you do make a flub, you really need to make up for it. Otherwise, it's going to be the beginning of the end. Now, to play devil's advocate again, I have one little thing that comes to mind. Now, you say he's 3.5 hours away. Are you sure you are the only one he's seeing? Because 3.5 hours away, you never know what's happening. And just a thought, it's possible he's seeing someone else and he couldn't see you that night for whatever reason, and so he had to pretend that he was going to see you later. I don't know, but that's just something to think about, because that's really a long distance, especially if it's, I'm assuming it's 3.5 hours driving, right? Not flying. So just keep that in mind if there's other instances where he's acting kind of weird or something strange has gone on. And that is it. So if you have a question about anything I've said, a comment, or you'd like coaching, you're in a similar situation, or even something totally different, you can contact me at my website, theartoflove.net. And if you're listening to this on iTunes, I would appreciate it if you could rate and review my podcast. The more ratings and reviews I get, the higher in the rankings I go, and the more people I can help with the podcast. And until next time, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.